Yes, thank you very much, Tariq. Now we'll move to Azmi to give a last uh, talk about the challenges, opportunities, and future goals. So please, over to Azmi.
Okay, thank you very much, Fasi. I'll try to make it faster because I know time has passed. So let me share my screen. Uh, mm, okay. So some of the what I'm going to present have been discussed throughout the webinar, but I will just going to highlight some important key takeaways from what GIAD or Girls in Asia Data Training, what kind of challenges and what kind of opportunities and the future goals that we would like to do together. So when I'm sure like everyone knows this show or have seen it, The Amazing Race. So that's how I analogize the journey of jihad. Why is Amazing Race? Because the journey can like include a lot of people from different cultures and that we have to adapt with each other cultures and at the same time as well many of us have because probably for example myself this is my first time working with the Pakistan team, so there's a lot that I need to adjust to know and so on and so forth. So, and in, but on the other hand, it's called Amazing Race because I think, like the outcome of what we've done is great. It's amazing. Like it creates, like I said, it initiate discussions, initiate different point of views on how to approach the issues that we would like to achieve. So, if I can summarize the challenges in GIAD implementation, it can be divided into five. The first one, which have been mentioned several times during this webinar, is the complexity of team management. As you know, that there are four institutions located in four different countries. And we also have undergraduate students with their own schedule, and we are dealing with local schools. So all of that, you see the differences. It was quite like a challenge for us to manage time, to manage expectation, to I mean, to have the same point of view or at least an understanding of what we need to be done and so on and so forth. And the second as well is the event management in the time of uncertainties, despite of the fact that luckily right now the pandemic has improved in terms of condition, but nonetheless there are still occasions when there's like an outbreak or because of different things. Like for example, some of our if I'm not mistaken, the Indian team had to postpone their activities because there was an outbreak in the school, and at the same time the Indonesian team as well had to postpone some activities because I mean, a lot of the schools was locked down because there was an increase in COVID cases. So event management in the time of uncertainties from four different locations provided challenges. The third one is the formalities of funding in different institutions. Again, different locales have different rules, different institutions have different rules on like funding distributions. And as we know, the funding came to one institution, which in this case is UTS, and the UTS had to disperse it to all of us with different red tapes. So that also provided some challenges. The fourth one was maintaining engagement among participants. I've touched that a little bit in the previous presentation, but also some other team mentioned similarly. Not only that, but also in order to maintain the expectations and engagement from the school. For example, one thing that was interesting from the Indonesian experience is that the school expected GIAT to be fully engineering IT training. So it was quite like, how to say, a surprise for them because two of their teachers actually came because the activities were conducted in our premise and the students had to be accompanied by two teachers. So they were a little bit surprised to see how we conducted the trainings. And they thought like, okay, this is data science. That's not what I have in mind. Is it something that we want? Can it be more engineering, IT based, and so on and so forth? And the last one is also the biases in the field of data science and STEM. This issue particularly was brought up by the Pakistan team, whereas in the area where the field of data science and STEM, especially among girls. So that is also female students were not aware or were not really sure or lack in the understanding of ICTs. So that is also some of the challenges. But of course, as we know, with challenges always comes opportunities, and that's what the team have presented earlier. But I will try to summarize them. So the first one is one of the great opportunities that arisen from GIAT is the multinational and multidisciplinary collaboration. Four institutions in four different locations. We've cooperated really well. We managed really well. This event has been a success. And not only that we have successfully conducted GIAT, but there are potential new projects ahead. A lot of, some proposals have been submitted. There are ideas that arisen from our collaborations for further research and further collaborations. And in addition to that as well, because we're meeting the communities, we're meeting other institutions, is also such a great expansion of our networks. And the second one is engagement with the communities. With GIAT, we have this idea what kind of issues facing female students when they would like to enter STEM or data science field. However, though, with GIAT, working with the communities, we have even more new insight into deeper issues related to GIAT main goals. Like, for example, the Pakistan case study. And the second one is that the continuations of GIAT or similar program have been brought up by the schools, not only in Indonesia, but I've heard also in Malaysia, in India. They're like the schools would like for such program to continue or such corporations to continue. And the third one as well is more active participation from the communities. Not only they want the program to continue, but the communities also express their interest in being more involved, not only in on the recipient ends, but also in participating on how to conduct such trainings. And the third one, I think Dr. Tariq also already mentioned this, is the potential of students-led initiatives. This GIAT program has shown how much our students are capable of conducting trainings and how much they are interested. So integrations of GIAT in similar program in the curriculum or university activities have been talked about in the different locations. The Indonesian teams, for example, we are like throwing ideas on how probably if this can be a more regular activities, not only for Salwa and Nesha, but for a larger students in the university, and also adaptations of GIAT or a similar program in the students' own research and community development. Salwa and Nesha are really eager to write something about GIAT and probably write them and submit them to the local journals, or if they're like developing certain models or videos about GIAT that they can share with their network and so on and so forth. And I'm sure the same I've also seen in the report of like Malaysia, India, and Pakistan. So the potential of student-led activities are really promising. So finally, what we plan for the future of some of the things that I've seen in the report is, for example, the Indian team plan to follow up this and on particularly on how and why girls choose STEM for higher study. So trying to find the reason behind the choice that female students interest. And after that, like I've said, several grants applications have been submitted. And also there are discussions to submit grants to conduct future collaborative projects. And of course, as a team, all of us also have a plan to disseminate our findings from GIAT through both academic and non-academic channels. And one of them is actually the webinar that we are attending today. So as a conclusions, because we have been discussing and then something is that really matter, like why we have to do this kind of project. It might not have exactly right now a direct impact on increasing the number of students or female students in the field of STEM, but then as I said is the and as everyone, Fasi, Dr. Tariq, Shaista, and Sabani said, it's opening opportunities for discussion. It's opening opportunities to think what will be the best way to approach this. And this is really matter because in the future, as we know, data science and like IT or ICT will become an area that will impact a great deal in our life. And I would like to end this with a quote from Tulsi Doshi from Google. She is the program director for Google in terms of AI and human interaction. And she said that our system will only work for everyone if they're designed with multiple voices in the room. And the voices that we would like to see more in the future is the voices of the female researchers. So I would like to end on that one. Thank you very much for the opportunities, and I will head back to Fasi. Thank you.
Thank you, Esme. Very short and brief last word that you have said, highlighting the challenges, opportunities, and future goals. We wish all the participants and everyone the part of GI team to have. So now we come to the end of today's session, and I would like to share the vote of thanks on behalf of GIATT. I would like to express our sincerest gratitude for your attendance at our webinar, all those participants who have attended. We hope that you have found this session informative, engaging, and beneficial. GIADT would also like to extend our sincere gratitude and thanks to the distinguished speakers, Dr. Caroline and Dr. Angela, who took time out of their busy schedules to share their experiences with us, and indeed their insights and experience in STEM, in girls in data sciences, in ICT for girls have certainly enriched our knowledge and understanding of the area. I'm also thankful to the technical team who have been working throughout this whole webinar session. And finally, I would like to express my and our team's sincere appreciation to all of those people who have attended today's webinar. Indeed, their active participation and the questions that they have asked added richness to our discussion and made this session very more valuable. So I hope that we will meet some other day in some other project area and with some more valuable learning experiences and in future events. So once again, thank you for everything, your support, your attendance, your participation, and your engagement. And GIADT, Girls in Asia Training Project, wish you all the best in your endeavors. Thank you.
Firstly, we would like to take a group photo for everybody. If it's possible for you to turn on your camera, for anybody that can turn on would be great.
Yes.
We would like to take a group photo.
Yes, everyone, please turn on your cameras.
And before taking, yes, and before taking photo, if there is any final question from anyone, then you are welcome to ask.
Yes. Any question? If there is any question, otherwise we move to the photo session. I think there are no questions. So Shaista, it's over to you for the quick photograph.
I'm not sure about my internet connection over here. I would also take from here. And Fasi, Sarbani.
I can take it. Yeah, I can take it.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Just let me count. Let me count, and then until that, so I think we are all here, right?
We're 29 people. 29.
Okay,
yes, everybody gives a good smile.
1, 2, 3. One more. Okay, let me take one more. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.